The monk mode myth. How many times have you heard about the monk mode? If you go on monk mode for 6 months, your life will drastically change. And I was one of those guys a very long time ago. I even made a couple of videos on this, on the importance, on the strength of something like monk mode that will have on the short period of time in the next 6 months to a year in every aspect of your life. I honestly believe that every man, especially a young man, at some point should embark on monk mode just to almost receive those mental, physical benefits and just to kickstart that discipline, kickstart their journey to achieving their goals. But I want you to be very careful. I want you to be very careful of entering this trap if you do decide to go on monk mode. Please don't ever use monk mode as an excuse to isolate yourself and enter into solitary confinement. And I'm not going to socialize, and I'm a sigma male, and I'm not going to speak to girls because I need to retain my semen. And please be very careful of this. I see a lot of guys in the comment section, and I see a lot of guys in forums, and a lot of guys that I speak to and on social media, and there is a large contingent of young men that are embarking on monk modes. They're going for 3-4 months, 6 months, and afterwards they're very socially awkward. They've got a lot of social anxiety. They think to themselves, why have I not harnessed those mental benefits? And the reason is because if you don't practice something, you lose it. During that entire period, you were not socializing. You were not doing anything productive on the social aspect. Yes, physically you may have got better. Yes, you may have saved more money. Yes, you may have increased your finances. I'm not saying any of that is bad. That is absolutely positive, and kudos to you. But the monk mode myth is the idea that you have to sacrifice a couple of aspects within your life to ensure that you excel in other aspects. It's a myth. It's a myth. You can do it all. You can excel in every aspect. Don't let any other YouTuber, don't let anyone else tell you that you can't excel in every area simultaneously. You can improve your physique, save more money, be a lot more prudent, and still get better with women, all simultaneously, all at the same time. Why do you have to pick one? It's not mutually exclusive. The problem is, it's all about the law of diminishing returns. And the law of diminishing returns, which is an economic term, states that if you improve one aspect in a certain period, your overall life will improve, correct? But what the law of diminishing returns states that if you solely focus on one or two aspects and neglect the other aspects, over time, your overall improvement will stagnate because you cannot neglect everything else. So you might improve the money aspect, you might improve the physique aspect, you might even improve the emotional aspect, but you haven't improved your game with women. And I'm not saying this channel is red pill or this channel is the ambition to sleep with women. I've always said your goal should never be to screw as many women as possible. Read the book, The Way of the Superior Man, phenomenal book. This is not a red pill channel. I do agree with some aspects, some lessons, some elements of the red pill community, but it doesn't mean that I agree with everything, and it's not a red pill channel. Now, as I said, don't neglect other things. I made this mistake of embarking on monk mode a very long time. No fap, semen retention, gym every day, eat healthily, study, work on the business. Phenomenal, fantastic. But what I noticed is that other aspects suffered. My social aspect suffered. I had a lot of social anxiety. I didn't want to go into and delve into social situations. I couldn't attract women despite improving in other elements. So you have to understand that you can't neglect these other areas. Don't fall into this trap. It's a myth that you can't do it all. You can do it all. You have to be efficient with your time. You can still go to the gym on a daily basis while simultaneously eating healthily, while simultaneously drinking at least 2 liters of water, while simultaneously having a full-time job or / working on a business / studying, while simultaneously on the weekends, on a Saturday or Sunday night, going on a date or going to social events, social situations, going to clubs or whatever, not nightclubs, but actual social clubs, and socializing. This is important. As humans, we are social creatures. We yearn for it, we crave for it because it's key, it's imperative. Don't neglect it. Don't put yourself in a little box, because what's going to end up happening is when the time comes and the opportunity presents itself, you're not going to be in the right frame of mind. You're going to be out of practice, and it's going to look horrible on you. So be careful of this trap of monk mode. I'm a sigma male. I'm going to lock in for a year and no woman, no friends. I'm going to cut off everyone else. I'm going to isolate myself and I'm not going to speak. Guys, don't do that. You're a human being. You're not a little turtle. You're not a little insect that's living on his own, roaming on his own. Come on, man. You're a human being. You have to socialize. You have to interact with other human beings. It's part of it. It's going to release certain chemicals like serotonin, which is going to make you happier in the long run. You can do it all. Don't believe this nonsensical rubbish that, I can only focus on. No, you can do it all. You just have to prioritize certain things. You have to make things efficient. Now, I'm not saying that go on dates every single night. I'm not insinuating that at all. And you shouldn't be doing that anyway, because you should be a busy man. But busy means not playing video games. Busy means not jacking off to porn, but actually pursuing women in real life. You can still do monk mode. I'm not actually crapping all over monk mode. I think it's a fantastic tool that's a catalyst that will actually push you forward in life. I'm just saying that while you're on monk mode, pursue women as well. What I mean by monk mode is don't sit there like a jackass fapping away, playing video games, scrolling on social media endlessly without being productive whatsoever, eating crap. That's what I mean. But you cannot neglect women and then expect, why are women not coming to me? Why am I not attracting women? I hate the term, don't chase women and women will chase you. There is some truth to it, but on the whole, it's not that truthful. And it's because if you go on self-improvement and you genuinely work on yourself and you're authentic and you're dedicated and you're working very hard, but you sit in your room all day, women aren't going to come to you. Women don't tend to approach. I would like them to. We would all like them to. But that's just not how women are wired from a chemical and a biological standpoint. Women aren't going to come to you unless you're absolutely 10 out of 10, which will take years to even get to, even if you get to that stage. You still have to pursue women. You still have to man up and talk to women. This is why you have to be very careful that you don't fall into this monk mode trap, this monk mode myth. So hopefully that does clear up things for you guys. If you did find that beneficial, make sure you smash the like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and I'll see all of you guys for my next video. Peace.